for you. Oh, we can zoom all the way to the moon from this great wide wacky world. Jump with me, grab coins with me, oh yeah. It's time to jump up in the air. Jump up, don't be scared. Jump up and your cares will soar away. And if the dark clouds start to swirl, don't feel a shed a tear, 'cause I'll be your one-up girl. So
Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back to Side B Podcast. We have a special guest today.
This is something that I am determined to talk about as much as possible. Podcast borders be damned.
Yep, it's our old friend Mega Drive Mitch.
That's not me. That was Atari. Remember the comic idea we had? That was Atari wearing Sega's skin.
Mega Drive Mitch, you are a fine gentleman. No, but seriously, yeah, we've got SNES Master KI here tonight because...
Snuff Master KI.
Yeah, we'll call it Snuff Master KI. There we go. Actually, I think this is the first time you've ever been in a Side B podcast, so let me just tell you, we do things a little bit different in here. And when I say a little bit different, I mean a lot bit different.
So
A lot bit.
KG just picks his chest hairs.
Well, I mean, that's part of it, yeah.
That's part of
Pretty
the
much.
appeal.
We
Yeah,
dabble in
yeah.
incoherency, my friend.
Yes.
So much so that you wouldn't even understand if it was incoherent or not.
Wait, what?
Am I-
Exactly.
am-
No, I heard you. You're coming in perfectly.
No, I heard you. I was sitting here going, wait, does that make sense?
I
Probably
think that not making sense was the point.
Pretty much, yeah. No?
There's no easy way of knowing.
I was sort of, in our last podcast, I was sort of pointing out some things where, we kind of used redundant adjectives and shit.
We did.
So, for example, Icepick mentioned smart, independent businesswoman. I believe that's what you said.
That is what I said, yes.
And I basically-
flying, sexy mini skirts and flying.
And I basically said, if she's a businesswoman, isn't the other stuff kind of redundant, kind of thing?
You don't think there are dumb business people?
Well, I mean, it's more like, actually, I don't want to dig too deep into that one. But anyway, we haven't even mentioned what the fuck we're talking about.
We're talking. Wait, yes, we did. We're talking about Nintendo. I said 3 times already.
No, you didn't.
Talking about Nintendo's E3 2017 conference.
You said that last time.
I did.
Yeah. In the other chat.
What?
Well, way to ruin the movie magic, KG.
You're breaking the fourth wall!
Do I come to your place of work and slap the dick out of your mouth? What is this shit here? What is this?
Alrighty.
Next thing you'll be telling Sydney that the tooth fairy isn't real. And neither is the spare rib fairy.
I just want to go back
Ouch.
to,
That's kind of a low blow, actually.
I know.
in all seriousness, I want to go back to just a bit at the Sony conference, and I feel like it's a lot worse than I imagined the conference being. It showed, even though we still liked what we saw, I mean, from Spider-Man or
God of
maybe
War.
for KG, yeah, God of War,
Monster Hunter.
I mean, Monster Hunter World
KG
was new.
loved Monster Hunter.
Yeah, I mean, when I asked him in the last podcast, I asked him if
I went on a 5-minute tangent on that shit.
5 minutes, more
I
like
asked him-
15.
I asked him if he was anticipating Monster Hunter Double Cross first, or or Monster Hunter World. And he was anticipating Monster Hunter World, and now we got the news that it's the U.S. version will never come.
Well, it's up in the air. It's not been confirmed. It hasn't been. It hasn't been.
They use words like
they use words, but like.
Yeah, I think there's a good chance it's code for we don't want you focusing on this. We'll announce it for America after Monster Hunter World is released. Leave us alone.
But my point is that
said, I don't see
go
the
ahead,
point after that.
I mean, I was gonna tell you it was more westernized. Like the models look different. They focus on stealth right there. You know, I mean, Westerners love stealth for some reason.
I don't get that.
Actually, let me comment on that again. As I said in the last one, I said that the first trailers for each new Monster Hunter game, they basically showcase like new stuff that they're putting into the game, like as their first trailer, and then the rest of the stuff is more of like how the game actually plays and whatnot. And so basically it was just like the Monster Hunter 4 trailer. But in all actualities, I would say that the only thing that was really westernized from what I can gather is simply the fact that it's on consoles and PC. That's it.
Sure, I mean, if you want to just go for the main obvious thing, sure. But, of course, there are some stuff that's influenced.
Also, you had a fucking chain gun.
Yeah.
Okay, I looked it up.
Let me be
were in previous games.
Okay.
Apparently, yeah,
Chain
KG said
hooks were
that.
in previous games? No.
I thought I saw
No, anyway, like, with the grappling hook, it's mainly to add more verticality than Monster Hunter 4 already added. In a sense.
Alright.
So, but going back to the bigger thing, Sony's... I mean, we saw Spider-Man and God of War last year, and we saw lots of games that were showcased to a... I mean, they got like 3 minutes of airtime, and most of the stuff, I bet, like, I want to say 90% of the stuff is stuff we saw last year, and we got VR as well, like, and Sean Layden showed up twice.
I love Sean Layden. I love that gerbil man.
And I said this in our podcast. I think I have a theory about what happened. So people were getting tired of Sony showing games that were a million years away. So they said, okay, we're just going to show games coming out pretty soon this time. And because last year they weren't doing that, it turned out pretty much everything they showed had already been announced.
Like, is their plan just... It seems weird to me, because is their plan just moving away from showing stuff at E3 that's like a million years away?
I think that's their plan.
And they have
PSX. Or is it just a one-off? Or is it just a one-off?
They have PSX.
Go ahead.
Now, I was just going to say, I think it was more of a response to the fact that, like, 4 months after E3, people started writing articles about how, like, oh, I just realized all this cool shit that Sony showed us at E3, it's not coming out for, like, half a decade. Like, did you notice how there were like a dog pile of articles about that shit?
Is there even any news of Shenmue 3 any progression?
Shenmue 3 has been pushed back to 2018, and they also said they weren't going to be coming to E3 this year. So that's what we know about it.
Like, if I wanted, okay. These past E3s, I think I prefer watching trailers of games that won't come out for a while over games that we already know is coming out.
I think the problem is that you really need a mixture of both of them.
Because they have.
You don't want your E3 to be a bunch of, hey, we're making Metroid Prime 4 or some shit, and it's just a teaser.
Like, we know Call of Duty World War II is coming out, and they had a big ass trailer right there.
Right.
But they showed it.
Honestly, I feel like Call of Duty doesn't even need to be at E3.
Yeah,
course
Call of Duty
not.
doesn't need to be at any E3 conference. For anybody. Like,
It's not
you
like
know,
Pokemon has to go either, which most of the time it doesn't.
no, it doesn't. It's its own thing. It's its own
I don't know.
event.
I mean, they just
Exactly.
sort of like outright said, "Hey, we're making a Pokemon game for Switch. Fuck
Well,
you,
that's because
bitches."
people were so angry at Pokken Fighters DX existing and saying, "Oh, this proves Switch
I
will
think
never
you mean
get a."
Ultra Moon and Ultra Sun.
Yeah, I was thinking Ultra
no,
Sun and Ultra
actually,
Moon had more of an
I mean,
impact.
it was at least as much Pokken Fighters DX. Like, oh, they trolled us. They're giving us this dumb spin-off. Game Freak will never make a Switch Pokemon. The series is going to die. Porygon is going to give us seizures from the Illuminati.
I'm sorry, I mean, never mind GameFAQs, morons.
Yeah, I mean,
Anyone can see Pokemon DX coming a mile away when you consider the fact that they released DLC new characters for the arcade version, but didn't bother to bring them for the Wii U version.
Exactly. I've
Yeah.
been saying that the whole fucking time, and it's like, people are like, "Oh my god, Pokken DX! Holy shit, where did you come from?" And I'm like, I've been saying this the whole fucking time!
Oh yeah,
Like,
the people complaining about it were being ridiculous, but they were still vocal. Sorry, Zach, go ahead.
I kind of like figured
I'll be
that
right back.
any kind of game that was released late into the any kind of Wii U game that was released late into the Wii U game cycle, I think it was obvious that it was probably people developing the game were working on a Switch port.
Alright guys, I'll be right back too.
All right, I just it seems this obvious to me. Like, and I kind of worded this wrong, but I think people like to see trailers for games that are coming out later than trailers for games that were already announced or like
Yeah.
not at E3. It's just I don't know the spectrum of later and sooner. I think Sony went veered closer to later.
Yeah,
To sooner.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
What they did was, I mean, especially because their show was smaller than usual, or shorter than usual. Like, they cut half an hour off that probably could have been used to show trailers for, like, 2019 games, which, yeah, I definitely care more about new game announcements than expanded trailers. I mean, I don't get to play it. The trailers, unless I have burning questions about the game, the trailers aren't that important to me.
Like, I think it could have been shown at a reel. Like, the first trailers we got were, we got Uncharted: Lost Legacy, we got Horizon Zero Dawn, Winter something or
Breath
other.
of the Wild.
Yeah.
Breath of the Wog!
And then what's the third one? We knew about this one too. They showed 3 trailers.
Days Gone.
Oh my god, yeah, and it was so unimpressive.
That
It was
game damn well better be released by next E3. I am not sitting through another trailer of it.
It
What?
is so Days Gone.
Oh god.
Yeah, it is so. It's somebody's attempt to make a Naughty Dog game.
This is the best Nintendo podcast I think we've ever had.
I know.
I'm sorry, I will get to Nintendo.
I'm just saying.
So
You
I
can't
was so.
appreciate Nintendo until you fully understand what Sony did wrong.
It's I'm
Sony's
not-
conference is too powerful to stay in its own podcast.
I'm not lambasting Sony games, but I am just the way Sony did their conference is so it's terrible. It's it was narrow-minded. It was narrow-minded to say the least.
I mean, the real problem is that I've seen people who just said, "Oh, it had God of War and Spider-Man. They beat Microsoft," and I'm like, "What?
No,
Are you kidding me?"
I love those trailers, but we knew they were coming out.
Pretty much.
And they had a big, showing of Spider-Man, but we knew it was coming out.
Right.
It doesn't mean yeah.
I mean, I will say this, though. I said this also in our podcast. To be fair, if Sony had gone on canceling spree and there were rumors that Spider-Man was canceled, then it probably would have been seen as a really, really big deal when they showed that trailer.
I put Sony like at the level of EA and Bethesda, right there. Like if they're close. If I had a ranking, Sony would be right there in the pit with Bethesda and EA.
And Ubisoft.
Bethesda had one good trailer, so I'm going to put them solidly ahead of EA and Ubisoft.
Okay, I'll give that to you. I'm with you.
Sure, I mean, like, people are super excited for Wolfenstein, so, yeah, I'll give them that. But I don't know about Evil Within 2.
Yeah, I don't care about Evil Within. That trailer just went on forever, but the Wolfenstein one...
Which is something we mentioned.
Yeah, the Wolfenstein one, despite being longer, was still better, and the game looks good, and it's coming out a lot sooner than I expected.
Yep.
So, yeah, I guess I can conclude on that, because I was kind of, I didn't have so much thoughts to... Coming after E3, my thoughts weren't really coherent yesterday for the podcast. We went through so many conferences.
We did. It was terrible.
We need some filler anyway. The Disc 1 Nintendo podcast was short because we didn't have anything negative to say.
Well, I'm glad we kind of filled in the void.
It's true.
Yeah.
So should we get on
Nintendo.
with... Oh, yeah, okay. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Nintendo.
You know, I was actually interested to listen to the Disc 1 podcast just to see how it went. How short are we talking, by the way?
Like about an hour 15 minutes.
Yeah, like we didn't run the usual 90-minute gambit.
I forgot how long we ran for.
I mean, at least we have...
I think it was 2 hours.
Yeah, I know that Disc 1... Yeah, the other Disc
sorry.
1 podcasts were significantly longer.
No, he was talking about Nintendo alone. Nintendo was short. The other one...
Yeah.
We tore into everything in that one.
Like the prediction podcast, I noticed that the average is 140 minutes. No, an hour and 40 minutes. Yeah.
It's 100 minutes.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Fuck, no. Oh, yeah, that's right. Fucking hell. 100 minutes. Yeah, that's the average. That was the average for the predictions podcast.
I could believe that.
Yeah.
I
did.
Go ahead.
I just want to say I did not watch Nintendo podcast live because I thought it was going to be at 9:30 Pacific time, but instead it was at 9. What?
Said you almost said pizza.
He did say pizza.
Yeah, I did say pizza. I mean, I said PT, but
Oh, yeah.
I want pizza.
P-I-Z-Z-A.
Zone of pizza.
I want pizza. I had steak earlier, but I really need some cheese.
So,
It's pretty much how Side B works.
this is how Side B usually works. We usually go off on, like...
It doesn't work like
tangents.
this.
Well, not exactly. Yeah, we're clearly going PG on this one. Like, usually we're talking about how KG and Psych want to fuck each other in the ass, but we do go off on random tangents all the time.
I'm not the one
wrong.
who usually initiates it, though.
It's true. You've got a point there.
I mean, hey, I can't help myself.
That's true. But I mean, I don't know why you guys are so worried. We have like one whole new thing to talk about in this podcast compared to Disc 1.
Mm,
We got the game they announced today.
What the hell is that? Is Nintendo even making that?
I don't know. I just thought it was funny. Like, hold on. Someone posted the name of Sushi Strike, Way of the Sushido. I love it.
I looked at it. Does the sushi scrolling in the background even do anything? It looked like you were just sliding plates at the other side because you were trying to kill the other chef or something.
I think so. I think you're sliding them towards yourself so that you can build up your sushi whatever. It's a I'm just getting this out of the way now because I don't understand it and that means I'm afraid of it. So yeah, real
Or as it's known, well, I'll give you a spoiler. Its American name will be Star Tropics 3.
Oh god, yeah. I could see them doing that. That's the worst part. I could see them doing that. So, Nintendo did a 30-minute, well, less than 30 minute,
25.
like 25-minute Spotlight Direct.
That said more than the rest of E3 combined.
Except for possibly Devolver Digital's conference. They said what they needed to.
You know, they had more people, you know, like this people presenting and people in between. They had more people in there than the other presentations. Yeah.
Right, because they had like 4 people on stage.
I mean, they had Sean Layden twice. They had the boring guy who named his son Luigi 3 times in EA conference and one in the Microsoft conference.
Wait, they had more people than just Phil Spencer and Microsoft?
Of course. Yeah, they did. I mean...
they had this...
Yeah, you're right.
Because they had the Forza guy. They had a car. They had the car. The car was a presentator. They had the Minecraft woman who looked like a Tina Fey character off of SNL. They had
Alaska from her house.
God. They had... God damn it, who else did they have? They had other people, I know that much. They had that announcer guy for the Darwin Project. Remember him?
Oh yeah. That's
he was the bald guy wearing the fucking headset and just like screaming in a prison uniform?
Yeah, I remember.
Prison bitches.
Yeah, pretty much. But again, we're getting off topic here. Okay, Nintendo for real.
Getting off topic.
Right. Well, we are off topic.
Yeah.
We've never been on topic. Let's talk about
we
Nintendo.
haven't fucking started yet.
Think
Like,
I'll
the
get
only
pizza.
thing that was potentially on topic was rambling about Monster Hunter again.
I thought it was we talked about Sushi Striker. That's on topic.
I wasn't here. I was too busy shitting.
Order in the cult.
I didn't even look at the trailer for Sushi Striker yet.
It's incoherent. You know
Okay,
as much as I do.
Don't worry, I know what happened. It turns out my Nintendo presence to weigh us on topic wasn't it was functioning at triple capacity.
And we barely stayed on topic at all.
So the first game they showed was
Xenoboob Chronicles.
Xenoblade 2.
yes, what Icepick said. When you say boobs,
I
right?
said Xenoboobs
Yes.
because
I didn't
the
actually
dude
notice her boobs until later in the trailer. Like, what the fuck?
the dude pulled his sword out of her boobs. It was like, what?
Holy shit, she has some huge
She had some big old bitties, my friends.
And Japan lashed on that shit hard.
Yeah, I remember seeing that fan art you sent me.
Yeah, and then on top of that, it's like someone noticed something peculiar about her design and how like the straps near her waist are a little tight.
I mean, is she the sword?
Yes.
So I'm the basketball.
I'm guessing that the sword just... it sounds like she's just able to summon the sword and bestowed it upon, I think the main character's name is Rex.
Rex.
Yeah, okay. Rex sex.
With his party members Fido and Mittens.
Don't forget Mr. Snowball.
Ah, yes, Mr. Snowball.
Mr. Snowball was his slave name. He wishes to be called Mr. Snuffles.
God. So,
I got that.
I don't care about Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but I have to admit that it is significant. It's like God of War.
Yes.
I didn't care about that, but it's like, I acknowledge that it's important, even if it is not my taste.
Yeah, this is the second trailer we've seen that confirms a 2017 release date.
Yep.
So, of course, they're pushing for that release date. That's impressive. I didn't expect a Xenoblade game so soon after X.
If you had asked me before Xenoblade 2 was revealed when I thought the next Xenoblade would come out, I would have said 2019 at the earliest.
That's reasonable. I didn't expect one. I mean, I guess the Smash money really helped, you know. Smash, the Smash push. Not just money, but yeah, you know, just giving recognition to character.
Yeah.
Just giving recognition to characters.
Rexinition.
Rexinition. Boobs. Yeah. I'm not a fan of the art style myself, though.
You and a lot of other people. I mean, granted, it doesn't help that...
It's very basic anime, KG. It's like really basic stuff.
It doesn't really help that some of the designs actually look kind of terrible. Like with Rex, who... I'm just like, Jesus
Rex
Christ.
looked like a Beyblade character.
Like
Jesus.
when Rex was touching her chest, and he had a surprise face that was very, very reminiscent of lots of fucking anime that I've seen already, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, is this really your shock face? It's terrible.
I have a question for Icepick. You were terrified of how the characters in Xenoblade X look. Does Xenoblade 2's art style at least not terrify you as much?
Yeah, I'd say that it's less terrifying. Xenoblade 2, I mean, Xenoblade X was really scary.
Xenoblade 2.
Sorry, I hate the way this works. I hate how all of this works.
Jesus.
And anyway, Icepick, I think technically you're referring to this game is actually Xenogears 7.
God. Oh, man. So, yeah, that's a thing. Then after that, they were talking about the new Kirby game.
Oh, buddy.
2018, they got, like, you can brainwash enemies and make them into Kirby's friends.
And then on top of that, it's like...
In Kirby Superstar, you essentially made them your friends by eating them and shitting them out, so I think this is better for them.
That's a good point. I can't deny that.
What are you saying, KG?
I said on top of that, it looks like, in a sense, a sequel to Kirby 64.
Oh, hey, Icepick's favorite system.
Yeah, I kind of see what you mean. There were, like, those weird, old-school, like... I hate that we use 2.5D to mean, like, two slightly different things.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
No. Yo, yeah, sure.
Jesus.
Like, you know that shit where it's like, you're walking on what appears to be a 2D plane, but, like, angles out so it looks like you're walking in 3 dimensions, but you're not?
Mm-hmm.
Like in fucking Klonoa?
Yeah.
The funny thing is that soon we'll be talking about another game Nintendo revealed that is a literal 2.5D platformer.
That is true, but we're getting ahead of ourselves again. Let's see, then they were talking about Pokken DX again, and I guess that made people angry. It didn't make me angry. I was happy with it.
Yeah.
I was like, we knew it was going to be there.
Then they were just like, oh yeah, we're making Pokemon for a Switch, yay.
He was like, now shut up.
Shut up.
Go
away!
Like, speaking of things making you shut up, here's a teaser for Metroid Prime 4.
I thought it was just a JPEG.
It was a JPEG. No. It wasn't a JPEG. It was a PNG. Get it right. Nintendo. Nintendo sprung for it.
Yet, or do we have other stuff to get through?
What? Metroid Prime 4?
Yeah.
Nah, that was right after the Pokemon Switch thing.
Oh.
That's like literally right after it.
Yeah,
it was super quick. It was just boom.
Super fast.
It was like two like random non-announcements back to back, basically. Smart way to do it.
I mean, I actually have said in the past is exactly what I want them to do. Like, okay, you don't have to show anything, just confirm it's coming so everyone can calm down. I mean, if they had not done this, we would have had another year of Metroid is dead, Nintendo hates Metroid. They saved us.
Even after what happened like 5 minutes after the spotlight was over?
Console Metroid is dead. Nintendo hates consoles. 3DS is going to kill Switch.
Okay, fair enough. Alright, I'll give it to you. Let's see. Then they showed off the Yoshi game, which I have to admit, the second that they showed off the Metroid Prime 4 JPEG, I was a little bit angry. I was like, DKC R3 or we riot. But,
turns
you know what? Yoshi's
out
fine.
Retro isn't making it.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
They're probably making a new IP.
And I'm sitting here going, so basically we're now at, 4 years until we get their next an idea on what they're making?
Maybe we'll get lucky and they'll show something in I don't know, the fall direct. Nintendo usually does a decent-sized one in early October.
Yeah, to mess with TGS.
Yeah.
Who knows? But, actually, wait, why?
Why?
That makes no
What?
sense. I mean, Retro's a Western studio.
I mean,
because
they give
Nintendo-
us directs too, you know.
Yeah,
I know,
Nintendo
but
doesn't go
Someone
to...
mentioned TGS.
Yeah, Nintendo doesn't go to TGS. That's why they do something around TGS time to make up for them not being there.
I mean, I understand what KG's saying. He's saying, like, why the fuck you talking about Western shit with, you know, Tokyo Game Show? But what I'm saying is that Nintendo often just does shit like that. Like, they'll do rated shit all the time.
Yeah, they own Retro, so, like, Retro is a Japanese-owned company. Its location is somewhere else.
I mean, it's not like they're gonna do anything during Gamescom, right? Fuck Gamescom. Let's see. Then, well, yeah, like I said, the new Yoshi game, which looks like a direct sequel to Woolly World. Really happy about that. It's what we needed.
Wait, so I haven't seen the aesthetic for the new Yoshi game.
It's like a cross between the later Paper Mario games and Woolly World.
Wooly.
My sister said it was like cardboard or something.
That's why I said the later
there's-
Paper
yeah,
Mario
there's
games.
some cardboard.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's cardboard, paper, yarn, all kinds of shit. It's a craft show.
Crap.
Let's see. Then they showed off Fire Emblem Warriors again. I guess it's getting dubbed.
I guess so, since, you know, it's not some, ironically, anime shit. And I was going on to YouTube to look up the Yoshi trailer again, and like from this one YouTuber I follow, Gaijin Hunter, because he does Monster Hunter stuff and occasionally other stuff, has a video that says "Random Rant addressing Monster Hunter World Salt."
Wow, that was. It's amazing that you found that while looking for the Yoshi trailer.
Well, that's because I didn't even start to search yet. It literally went, here's new videos from this person.
Fair enough. Let's see. Then Aonuma showed up again. He showed off the Skyrim amiibo shit. I don't care. Then there was the Breath of the Wild DLC. Looked interesting. I haven't played the game, so I got no real stake in this.
Let's see, yeah. Hard mode should be worth it. I have been saving my replay of it to do in hard mode, and we don't really know anything about the, like, really new stuff in the second pack, but it's coming.
I'll be right back. You guys keep talking about Breath of the Wild. Maybe mention
Breath of the Wild.
maybe mention the amiibos and shit.
Amiibos.
Oh god, the amiibos. It's like, oh god, they just we're shitting out a bunch of other amiibos, and I went on to GameStop.com, and I was looking at all the amiibos. I'm like, look at these fucking prices. I'm like, shit, I'll just put an order for the Metroid 2-pack and the, I think maybe a 4-pack for the Zelda ones.
I don't know about you, but I'll probably get the Odyssey amiibos.
Oh wait,
Timeline, you're
No,
breaking
I made a
the
mistake.
Timeline. If you mention
I think
Odyssey now, you'll never be born.
I went for the, I think I went for the Mario ones over the Zelda ones. I don't even know what the Zelda ones do per se.
I know the Zelda ones, not the ones that they were announced in E3, but the ones like Link, Skyward Sword and Majora's Mask, and Twilight Princess. I know they give you items. If you have the DLC though. So
I don't think you need the DLC per se.
They implied you did in the trailer.
yeah.
I mean, for like the for the new amiibos, I think it said it can work with the DLC as well.
I mean, if you find it, but you have to look at it like a fucking... you have to look for a treasure chest around the world. Like, haha, good luck, loser.
Yeah, I haven't even bothered to find like the stuff that they put in for like for free with the well, not for free, but that you get as a bonus with the season pass.
Yeah.
I think those treasure chests just like show up right where you start the game.
I think it's something like that. Yeah. But like, I just didn't bother.
Shut up. Anyways.
But yeah, I guess it sort of makes sense what they're aiming with for the second pack, which is like the about the champions.
Yeah, I'm guessing it'll be like a playable version of those flashbacks they showed.
Who knows? We don't know too much about it.
Or maybe you bring them back to life. KG, right? KG? Agree with me or I'll beat you up. Right, KG? Right? Oh, poor guy. He's scared.
All fights must be confined to the hot oil pit.
KG, what I said is that maybe in that DLC, he revives the champions and shit.
And it's like, hey, Mifa, I can get some fish tacos now.
Oh, good. I didn't miss anything.
He came back when I said fish
Yeah, I came back for the fish tacos. I'm saying I didn't miss anything, apparently. So yeah, Breath of the Wild. Amiibos!
Yeah, we were just talking about
Yeah, we
that.
mentioned those.
We'll talk more about that shit in the Shellcast. Believe you me, people. Believe you me!
You know what? Yeah. We won't go too much into Amiibos. We'll leave that for Shell.
Yeah, we'll leave that for Shell. He needs them. He has an $1 million a day Amiibo habit. It's very sad. Let's see, then we had Reggie talking about the tournaments they were holding at E3, but who gives a fuck? None of us are
And
there.
then what?
Then came Rabbids, which, I mean, I'm
Okay,
over it at this point.
You hyped this up, Icepick. You and KG fighting over rabbits. This better be great.
Okay, KG, why do you like to suck off these Minion ripoffs?
Well,
That came before
protein.
Minion.
Exactly.
I need protein too.
I mean, the only thing I can really say about it is that I'm just happy that now KI is as scared of Ubisoft's CEO as I am. That dude's scary as fuck.
I wish I... Actually, never mind. I don't want to remember him.
Yeah, don't remember. Do not remember him. He's a nightmare.
Icepick, you don't have to be afraid of French Tommy Wiseau.
I am just talking like this, you see. The man was like a fucking albino. He looks like a James Bond villain. But not like from the Sean Connery days. I'm talking about like a modern day Bond villain where they just like take some weird like they have a dartboard with a bunch of like physical deformities and disabilities, and like they throw it out there, and then they try to make that disability as creepy as humanly possible. They did this with like an albino. The man is scary to me.
I
I'm
like how
scared
you
by him.
mentioned albinos after talking about disabilities.
Well, I said deformities or disabilities.
It's the same
I think
thing.
albinos technically are considered disabled.
I mean, yeah, they can't stand the sunlight. What? They can't stand the sunlight?
Well, I never thought we were going to be shit talking albinos.
No, it's not.
Albinos scare me, dude.
They shouldn't scare you. I mean, saying that they have physical disabilities isn't shit talking them. It's just a scientific fact.
That's true. Oh god, he actually posted a picture of him. But the scary part about him is his voice. Then they showed off Rocket League, which I thought was F-Zero for like a second.
Jesus Christ.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was F-Zero for a second. Then they did the whole cross-platform thing, and I think that's KG's cue.
Alrighty. And this was something I went over quite a bit in the last podcast, which, as a thing that soured me on Sony's conference more, as well as kind of sour my feelings in regards to Monster Hunter World. That being said, I believe there was we got some extra news on some of the crossplay stuff. Jumping back to Microsoft for a bit, Microsoft just announced today that Minecraft Switch will require you to log into Xbox Live. So I think, like, some people initially thought, oh, maybe that's why Sony doesn't allow crossplay, except there's a problem, is that Rocket League does not require you to be in Xbox Live. I'm assuming the Xbox Live thing is mainly because it's a Microsoft published game. But like they also announced that what was also announced today.
One quick thing. On PC, you don't have to pay for Xbox Live to use it. Sorry, carry on.
You're kind of coming in low.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm in the middle of eating something. I was saying Xbox Live, when you use it on the PC, isn't paid. It's free. Oh, or Switch? Good. I just wanted to make sure. Okay,
Yeah.
carry on.
So basically,
that would be pretty fucked up if Microsoft made you pay their fee to play something on Nintendo system.
I'm just saying, I was just like clarifying.
But here's the funny thing when you think about it. It's like you can play PC, well, not PC, Windows 10 Minecraft, the Switch version on Xbox Live, without actually paying for shit on PC, and for up until 2018, you don't pay for shit to play with Xbox people through Xbox Live. Of course, once payments go up next year for Switch, it's merely $20 a year. So it's kind of like you're getting the better end of the deal here.
I mean, KI even said this. He's hoping that Nintendo's online strategy causes Sony and Microsoft to sort of consider cheaper a la carte services.
Apparently, there's a rumor going around about Nintendo trying to integrate some more services, like not directly, but like Steam and and mobile. Like trying to just integrate them, not into their system, but like for crossplay.
I mean,
Sony's
if Rocket League's got crossplay, I think they'd have to.
No, of course. Just yeah. I just saw it on a 4chan image though. So
Jesus.
Kitty's like, I wanted to bring that up myself.
No, it's more like I lost interest the moment you said 4chan.
Yeah, we all know the real info comes from 2chan.
You're probably right, though. Where did we leave off before we kind of went into...
You're talking about Sony
right.
conference.
Yeah, in any case, Wargroove was just announced to have some crossplay features between Switch, Xbox One, and PC, and the Sony version is basically the most inferior version by default, since it doesn't have crossplay. And what it can do is you can share like homemade maps and stuff across different platforms, much like how Advance Wars had created map editor for their games. And so it's just like, it's ramping up, and they're going, hey, we're going to be partners. Fuck off. But we would actually like for you to join us. Just stop being cunts.
No.
Never!
Pretty much.
We're Sony and we're evil, damn it!
But yeah, the whole crossplay stuff just made me go, I'm like, ugh. Sony. You reached your stuff.
I mean, I said this about backwards compatibility. I'll say this again. Sony may do evil things, but they do not have much conviction in them. I think the pressure of this will get them to change their mind fairly soon.
Well, good. I hope it does.
Yeah.
Better.
I
Put the their mouse.
it's I don't know, the crossplay thing. I think I am so excited about this because the future is here and Sony's not playing ball here, and they provided a reason as to why they did not want to do it with
It could be summed up as, but think of the children.
pretty much that with Minecraft. And but
I'm
then the
taking
guy,
my ball and going home.
No,
It's like
I mean he's,
I almost want to make another joke, but I'd rather not go there.
it's just that he's like thinking about well, we don't want to we don't want to open children up to the wild internet out there.
Oh yeah, KG, what was that joke you made a while back about PS5 having friend codes?
I thought that was the joke.
Yeah. That was the punchline.
Dang it, I spent 10 seconds in and you ruined the whole podcast.
Basically what happened, though, was that I saw the thread on them explaining why they won't, they didn't want crossplay, and I basically just said PS5 will have friend codes as a result, because they're like, think of the children.
Yeah, pretty much. And when this is coming from Jim Ryan, he was being interviewed and he made up some piss poor excuse about think of the children kind of shit.
Is that the same guy who said people don't want backwards compatibility?
That is the same exact guy who said that.
Oh, they can send him on a nice long vacation to hang out with. Was that Don Matrick who Microsoft fired?
So what happened was that the guy who interviewed Jim Ryan said said that Rocket League is doing the same thing, and he's pretty much the interview was like, well, we don't want to do it. We don't want to do it.
What did you say, KG? It sounded like you were asking something.
Oh, he's gonna be right back.
Yeah.
He said that. But yeah, he argued that since Mojang is owned by Microsoft, that you'll have to sign in with Xbox Live account or some shit. And then when the interview guy said, well, you don't have to do it with Rocket League since it's not owned by Microsoft, and Jim Ryan was like, oh yeah. Pretty much that's how the interview went. They just don't want to do it. And people have this kind of revisionist history going on with Sony offering Microsoft crossplay with Rocket League back in the past, but it turns out Sony was the one who refused doing that. So there we go. I mean, crossplay is here, and Sony doesn't want to be a part of it. What do you think, Icepick?
I think they can go fuck off a cliff.
That's the best! That's the best! I love it. I love it.
The car horn added something, honestly.
Oh yeah, somebody was outside. I'll see what that is though. But you guys can keep going with the crossplay or move on to Hannah. I'll catch up.
Alright, so yeah, Rocket League's also got hats.
Yay!
And some special cards too, I guess.
Cares about that.
I mean, you know my feelings on crossplay. I love it. I love the concept.
I don't have anything against crossplay. I just don't play that many online games to begin with, so it's hard for me to get as passionate about it.
I mean, it's just like, I like to play on PC, you guys like to play on console. Well, you, Dari, and Neko, anyway. So it's like, yeah, I'd like to play with you guys without having to buy a second fucking copy of the game, and then you got this bullshit where you gotta buy all the DLC all over again. That shit adds up. I don't like it.
You don't like buying a second copy of games?
Not if it's already on the platform I like.
So what you're saying is they could fix everything by delaying the PC versions?
Of what?
of everything as it's just messing around.
I mean, they already do that anyway, so...
So,
empty threat, really.
what happened?
Nothing. We were just finishing up on crossplay.
Yeah, crossplay is here, and it's queer and something. I don't even know.
It's here. It's queer. We don't want any more bears.
We're here. Don't want any more bears. That's very catchy. Where do you pick it up? Oh, they had the local mustache parade.
Cool. What the heck does that mean? I don't know. Squidward told me to yell at people.
But, yeah, I guess we can move on to the last bit of the spotlight, which I'm sure that KI has a lot to talk about on this.
Enjoy.
Mario Odyssey.
The game that I feel very vindicated all of the positive attention it's getting. I picked this as my most anticipated game of 2017 based on that 6 seconds of we swear to God it's just a tech demo footage in the Switch reveal.
And it surprisingly will compete against Breath of the Wild for Game of the Year rankings. It's coming out when?
October 27th.
There we go.
They're both going to get destroyed by Knack 2, though.
Fuck.
Knack 2 is on a different level. They are not Knack 2. Knack 2's only competition is some basketball game. Everything else is in the losers bracket.
But I will say that I did like the presentation that was going on throughout the trailer. Although, admittingly, I was a bit annoyed by when it first started, because it was like, oh, hey, there's some dinosaur. I'm like, hey, I'm still fucking sore about Monster Hunter.
I legitimately thought it was Monster Hunter until we saw the cap.
And I was like, oh, fuck.
I saw reaction videos and people thought it was either Dragon Quest or Monster Hunter.
I don't even know why they thought Dragon Quest.
Well,
I thought
they
it could
thought
Go ahead.
They thought Dragon Quest because of the grass and sky. I don't even know.
I was thinking...
They were creationists. They equate dinosaurs and dragons.
I mean, when I saw the grass, I was thinking, could this be Donkey Kong? And I saw the T-Rex, and I'm like, it's not Donkey Kong, but what is it?
I thought it was like, are they talking about Xenoblade 2 again? When I saw the grass, I was like, what the fuck are you doing? And then it was like Dinosaur. I'm like, oh, hey, they're bringing Monster Hunter Double Crossing. And I'm like, wait a minute, this looks too good to be Monster Hunter. Because I'm like, the only thing we have is like that 3DS upport. And it's like, oh, hey, here we go. It's Mario and Pauline singing throughout the rest of the trailer.
Oh, I love the song. It's so good.
It is the best song. I'm glad that they were able to release an extended version of that.
It is
really?
my kind of. It is my
Holy
kind
shit,
of music.
dude! Where is
that
it?
kind of music.
I need it.
I
Oh, yeah,
posted
you
that
never
like a
posted-
long time ago.
I don't remember the link ever. Well, I'll find it on YouTube.
It's on
it's-
Discord. Hold on,
I got
Yes,
Okay.
I got it. Don't worry.
You'll post it.
Alright, I get to schlick my vagina now.
Yeah. What?
Pretty much.
Right. So you have the link site.
Got it.
Yay.
Here we go, motherfucker! Oh, sweet! And the best part is that it's by itself.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a shame that the audio quality is really low.
It's
I mean,
low,
they
but-
recorded it right off the stream.
Yeah, what I'm planning to do is put it through Audacity and just increase the volume. Pretty much what I do for anything that's super low.
There's a new upload of it. And up next, let's see if that one's better.
But yeah, the gameplay, it's basically another, not in a bad way. It's a Mario game, of course. There's new elements to
Yeah,
it.
this one's much better.
Oh, next one?
Yeah,
The one by Aviel Nagover.
Okay, well, I'll check that
Ooh,
out.
Sushi Striker sounded sexually charged. Let's watch this trailer real quick. Jesus fuck.
Sorry about that.
You know, like if I didn't know who was in here, I would have been like, Neko, is that you?
Oh, I love
Zing.
that.
God.
Yeah, this Mario game is something that I see myself playing for a long, long time.
My favorite part is the reference to Billy and Mandy.
What?
What? You see the way that he possesses people, right? You never seen that episode of Billy and Mandy? Where, like, Billy possesses people by jumping head first into their heads?
Oh.
It's like the same
yeah.
exact animation, too. It's weird. It's great. I love it. Fucking Maxwell Adams could sue, I think.
It looks like it is going to have like more power-ups than every previous Mario game combined.
I want to always be a taxi cab.
I've seen gameplay of it. Apparently, you can't be a bullet bill forever. It does explode.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're gonna balance it so you can't just use possessions to negate the platforming.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, sure. Because I don't think you can be something for so long.
You can
And
be a
I think that's
Koopa
pretty good. That's
Troopa,
pretty
you
cool.
can be a Goomba, you can be...
Cheap.
Yeah, Cheep, that's right, the fish.
You can be one of those like little pot things that has the stretchy legs.
You can be a Moai head. You can be like... You can even be an actual person. Mario the actual person.
Yeah. And man, it's just it's a wonderful trailer. Like, granted, it's something we've seen in the presentation, but but hey, it's fantastic. It's a fantastically done trailer. We got a release date for it, and I mean, I think that stole the show.
I'd agree. I'd agree with you on that.
I've been 4 years, and I love their still linear segments. It's like you have like little linear levels within the bigger levels that you find. It was actually my initial idea for how to do a 3D Mario after I played Mario 64.
Well, that's good.
Apparently, there are night and day
Yeah, have they confirmed that? Because like I guess
They have. I've seen the treehouse. Yeah,
Like,
Not
how
for-
does it work?
not for every level, but I have no idea. I'm not too in. I wasn't paying too much attention to the mechanics of that, but they do have 9-day segments.
I know that the New Donk City and the Mexico level definitely have night and day. I've seen both of those in both states.
Right.
So does this mean Mario's Mexican?
Yes.
Oh yeah, didn't you listen to Chad Warden?
KG, what do you think?
My chest hairs.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, I mean, he said, like, and I took that as a yes to him getting the Xbox One X.
What?
Yeah, remember? It was last night. You said, and I'm like, that's a yes to getting Xbox One X this year.
You won.
Yeah.
I don't even think I'll have the money to do that.
Hey, man, you said yeah, so I don't know. You do you.
Wait, I just realized all three of us have a Switch. Why aren't we pressuring Icepick?
Why don't we just give him some money?
Plus, you would have to find one.
I take most a lot of my money just from him. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, Mario Odyssey, strong contender for Game of the Year. Should we just wrap up and talk about the other games, or like the other things that they revealed after the event, or do you want to keep talking about Odyssey or what?
To be honest, I kind of want to cover some of the other stuff.
All right,
Sure.
that's cool.
Go ahead.
So yeah, Samus Returns.
Oh,
It's another Metroid 2 remake!
I just love, I am, one of these days I'm going to hunt through threads of people screaming at Nintendo for quote-unquote taking down something and actually the Metroid fans make things. But Nintendo isn't going to make Metroid games anyway, especially not something like this.
Hey, 2017, why does Nintendo let you have 2 actual Metroids?
Because they missed my 25th and 30th birthday.
God. Man. Now, that game looks good. I was surprised that Mercury Steam is actually making it.
Does Shell know that yet?
I don't know, and I want to be the one who breaks it to him. I'm calling dibs on that.
You told me to break it to him.
What?
You told me to break it to him. I haven't yet, but either way, as long as I'm there, then Shell pass.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll just... Because it's like, I can still remember the temper tantrum he threw when the guy from Mercury Steam, like their CEO, said that, oh, the next Konami game I want to work on is Contra. He just, like, flipped out. He screamed, and I keep bringing that up, and that's enough to, like, cause him to freak out, even with Konami in its current state. He, like, flips out whenever I say shit like that.
it's wacky world for for KG right here.
Exactly.
So let's see Metroid again. They had new amiibos because, you know,
Why
screw
not?
you.
And I'm just amazed at how soon the Samus Returns is coming out.
Isn't that coming out in August?
No, it's September.
Ah.
So tomorrow it is just 3 months away. Like, we wait 7 years for a Metroid game. Then when they announce one, it is so close.
Wow, even KI dissing Federation Force.
It was okay. I defended it by saying it was a spin-off like Hunters. I never once said it was a real Metroid game.
I'm just saying, like, boom!
But interestingly enough, during the whole thread, it's like even the dude who made the ROM hack was really happy and said, "This is essentially also what I wanted from a Metroid 2 remake."
Wait, the ROM hack? Do you mean AM2R or do you
Oh
mean
yeah,
the
the guy who
actual?
made AM2R was never an asshole like the people.
Well, no, he was like, Nintendo asked me to take this down, so I will. Then everyone was like, why are you doing that? And it's like, because Nintendo asked me, and I don't want to get sued. You should stand up to them! Become an example! Why are you trying to get me to ruin my life?
Now they email Nintendo demanding they prosecute him so they can be a martyr.
Set your... it's like... Nintendo won the court case for $5 million. Set yourself on fire! You're just making my life worse! That probably won't even kill me!
Nintendo, don't accept the $5 million. Demand he be executed.
It's like, Jesus.
Oh,
I mean-
he's dead now. High five, Nintendo.
I mean, I think that the Pokemon Uranium thing was funnier.
Yeah.
That one, I really don't understand why they were so hardcore about that.
No, it
Nintendo
was just...
never makes Pokemon games. I mean, they almost didn't confirm one for Switch within 4 months of it launching. The series is on its deathbed.
God. Yeah.
In any case, yeah, it seems to be getting good previews so far.
I mean,
It's
I
been
thought
phenomenal.
it looked good.
Although I did find something off with Samus's design, but it was mainly the fact that, like, the green stripes were much thicker.
I mean,
And
did
so it
you
was
see
kind of
that...
jarring.
Sorry, did you ever see that artwork they came up with for, like, the proposed next level games Metroid?
Yeah, it was fucking horrendous.
It looked like modern art.
It reminded me of Guacameele's art style.
Yeah, you're right, actually. I mean, I would have been fine with it, but, like,
Ironically, if I had to pick a non-Nintendo company to make a 2D Metroid, it would probably be Fox.
Yeah, I could see that. Or maybe the guy who did Axiom Verge. Tom Happ. Anyway, but yeah, I think it looks good. I think that they've really improved. I'm still under the impression that Sakamoto was so angry about how fans didn't like Other M, and they were all still clamoring for Metroid Prime 4, that he literally went up to the Mercury staff team, or the Mercury Steam staff, on like their first day when they were working on the project. He pulls out a gun, and he's just walking around brandishing it, pointing it at random employees, maybe like hitting one of the higher-ups in the back of the head with the butt of the pistol, and saying, if you guys fuck this up, I swear to God, I will end all of your bloodlines.
By peeing in your blood.
Exactly. By peeing
Tell
in their
me,
blood.
how many kneecaps does someone need to program a game? Technically none.
Get to work.
In any case, I just watched the Sushi Striker trailer.
It
and
is
I'm like, wow,
incoherent.
that's certainly yet another song. I'm like, Jesus, they're hitting it out of the park with these songs lately.
Oh yeah, the song was good, but like the gameplay is incoherent.
I think I kind of grasp what
It
was
looks
trying
like
to
a
do.
mobile game, but I'm not entirely sure of it.
Don't worry, I think multiple people kind of
Is it
got
a
that
full,
feeling.
is it a retail game, or is it like one of Nintendo's...
Digital.
Okay, so it's one of Nintendo's quirky eShop games. They do
Yeah.
a lot.
Fair enough.
I know there was another game that was announced that was for eShop, and it's coming out next month. Let me look for it real quick.
Oh, I didn't know there was another game. Oh wait, yeah, you're right. Shit, what was that called? I like totally forgot about that.
Oh, they showed off Newtopia. Oh, well.
Oh yeah, that was it. Oh wait, that wasn't an announcement.
Let's see. Fate Extella was there. That wasn't the announcement either. Shoot, I can't find it on their channel, surprisingly.
Let me try looking on Gamatsu. They seem to have like random crap on it.
Yeah.
Dragon Quest 11, Beyond Good and Evil 2.
What?
He's trying to figure out, apparently they announced another 3DS game today that no one...
Oh no, it wasn't 3DS, it was for Switch.
Oh, which one was it?
It looked like an action game. I'm trying to think of a good example, but I believe it's being made or ported by the people who did voice for Switch, which was a rhythm
Oh yeah,
game.
Gung Ho! Okay, yeah. Gung Ho has a Switch action game for all ages in development. That's what you're talking about. It's a
That might
gameplay
be-
style that has not been seen before.
What?
No
Have a
direct
name.
comparison exists. Now I'm just reading quotes now.
Yeah, I'm wondering, does the game itself have a name?
It has a name.
It says unannounced game and new IP. It doesn't say it's an actual name. It doesn't say any name. It says
Okay,
that
I think it
the
might
Switch
be a different game then.
Switch game did not start out as a Switch title. It was kicked around at the company for about 4 to 5 years before it became what it is today.
Jesus Christ.
Wow, that's something. I gotta say.
I was going to look for the Nintendo download thread because that might provide me with some answers.
Well,
Because I don't remember the name of it, and therefore it's hard for me to find it.
You know what Nintendo should get made for Switch just to blow everyone's mind?
Half-Life
Bad.
3.
Sadness. Remember that?
Wait, which one?
Sadness. Remember the Wii game?
Oh yeah.
Milwaukee.
Huh, they actually have
No,
gameplay of the Yoshi game. That's interesting.
Yeah, I think that might be an early 2018 game. It looks pretty far along.
I like the
Yeah.
art style in this.
And
Ruff, ruff.
because there's no region lock, even if they pull that crap they did with Woolly World's release date, it won't matter.
Pretty much.
I remember, I'm over it now because we have the game that I was so pissed off when North America got Woolly World like 5 months later than Europe and Japan.
But KI, you're not being fair. We got Yoshi's New Island first. Don't you remember? We even got it before Japan did.
How would you react if that Sushi Striker game turned out to be by Arzest?
Wait, which one?
Sushi Striker.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh wait, no, this isn't what I thought it was.
How?
Let's see. It wasn't Blade Strangers, that's for sure. Starlink is coming to Switch. I must have missed that.
So if they confirmed a Starlink is something where you need the toys to play it,
Oh god, that's... Yeah, now you reminded me of what Starlinks was. I don't forget it.
but have they said anything about that?
I mean, a lot of people have been saying it's a Toys to Life game. Let me see if I can find any info. Starlink. I mean, it sounded like...
Okay, yeah, I found the thing that was talking about that Starlink thing. Oh wait, I think I found out what it was.
Yeah, you do. It's... Wow, that's stupid.
Okay,
Yeah, that
so,
means- that entire... I mean, Disney Infinity is dead. Skylanders is apparently on hold. We're winning the war against this. Do not mess it up by making more of them.
I mean, Lego Dimensions is apparently doing fairly well.
Alright, so the game that I was referring to was a port of a higher rated iOS game, which Vo's voice was as well. It's a game called Implosion Never Lose Hope, which is coming in July, or at least for Japan. I have a gameplay trailer for it.
Alright,
Moment.
give me a link. I want to see this.
There we go.
I'm just watching the fuck out of this Yoshi thing, and I'm like, yeah, I'm good with this. Is good. I'm happy with this. Wow, this looks pretty. This, huh?
What?
Is this Diablo?
No.
This is I mean, this doesn't actually look... It's like the art style kind of like made me go blah at first, but now I'm looking at the gameplay and I'm like, this ain't half bad. I'm not sure if I'd actually buy it, but...
Well, right now I think the price was about $10, and it's 7 to 9 hours, and they're adding a new mini campaign and a new character DLC and a boss rush mode. Although I'm reading that from the initial thread, but I'm going to assume it's going to be in the Switch version by default.
I mean, that's what I would hope.
Yeah, I mean, especially since they did that with voice, they included all the
Plus, didn't they
DLC
say like
for
all
free.
and then they added even more DLC, and that was also free.
Yeah,
Which that's cool. I like that.
yeah. It might be good. I think the people who did manage to find it on the iOS store and play it do like it, so there's something.
Well, that's good. Fun game.
So yeah, that was a stuff announcement right there.
Yeah, it's just kind of a shame that like it didn't I couldn't even find any news articles on it.
Yeah, and because I couldn't exactly remember what it was called, so although I had a imprint of what it might have been called, I just couldn't remember it off the top of my head.
Then they're also making a remake of Superstar Saga, Mario and Luigi.
Yep.
Which that's nice.
Yeah, it was the new mode. I'm not doesn't look like I'd be that crazy about it, and the gameplay looks like a really direct, kind of like this graphical up-res of the first game, so I'm not 100% sure I'll get that right away.
I could understand that. Apparently, Neko never played it.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you don't have the original game, it's a must-buy.
Oh yeah, I agree. I'm just saying, Neko apparently never played the original one. I just think that's kind of weird. Man, this Yoshi footage is crazy. I love this. This is great.
Nintendo, so far, looks like they actually are keeping up. I don't know if they promised this, or it's at least a goal people said they should have of one, like, major first-party or Switch game on.
Let's see, what's our game for September?
Token.
Oh, and November?
We don't know November and December yet, but their 2017 games don't date yet, so November and December could play 2 of Fire Emblem Warriors.
Fire Emblem, oh yeah, that's fall, so yeah, that could be November.
Most of December is fall also.
Wait, what was that?
Most of December is fall.
Sorry, you're really cutting out. One more time?
Most of December is fall.
Oh yeah, most of December is fall. Okay, fair enough, you're right. But I mean, usually when they're talking about December, it's like holiday. Right?
Yeah. Well, Mario Odyssey was described as holiday when, I guess, how a holiday.
That's true. It is a holiday.
Your mom's a holiday.
And it's like, Bubsy, the new game, released on the 21st anniversary of Bubsy 3D, once again on Halloween. But at least we're not going to have to go up against the 3D Mario right now. Damn it, why did you do this to us?
What could possibly go wrong?
Now that we live in the age of bald space marines, I can take over platformers. What could possibly go wrong? Like Mario, Crash,
Sonic.
Sonic, and of course Knack, like over him.
Like, hey, remember me? It's your old buddy, Bubsy. Remember me? I'm from when you guys were. Where's Croc? God. I wonder what they're going to call this Yoshi game, because it looks like everything's made out of, like, milk cartons and shit.
Yoshi's Cardboardy City.
It's like, they're going to just give... So wait, I remember that Dari was incredibly angry at Woolly World because he liked Yarn Yoshi as a name better.
He's always gonna like Yoshi as a name better than whatever they call this.
Exactly. This game was much better when it was called Yoshi. Why did you ruin it, Nintendo?
How will he react if they call it Yarn Yoshi?
I think that'll just make his head explode. God.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised it doesn't have a name. I mean, they had it ready to play. It looks almost finished. I wouldn't be like I feel like this might be like one of those games where they probably could this year if they weren't trying to space out game.
We need something a little more original than Yoshi.
Yoshi!
So
Yoshi all right with everyone? Yeah. You know, like that's pretty much how it went down, I'm pretty sure. Come up with something like Yoshi, only more original. So Yoshi's okay with it?
Yoshi and Baby Mario need a new companion to make them relevant again. A cool name, something like Uchi, not as stupid.
God. I like how they brought back the co-op.
The co-op.
Yeah.
For cool people.
Is Psych still around?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Sorry,
No,
you just weren't talking.
You just went limp, my friend.
Yeah. So, anything else you guys want to talk about?
I'm trying to remember what else was there. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Because I know we talked about the big Metroid 2 not remaster.
Remake.
Yeah. And then there was also... right,
Superstar
Mario
Saga.
and Luigi Superstar Saga.
Yep.
Which is a remake of the original game with some new content featuring Bowser's minions.
And I was going to say, that looked unfortunate. It looked like it was mainly... There didn't seem to be that much interactivity in it. It sounded like you basically just set out a team and maybe used special abilities at some points.
I mean, I think that the main appeal is supposed to be the remake.
Yeah.
I will say though, I just remembered how the original game looked, and it's kind of weird how you can't see as much exaggerated expression when you compare the two graphics, because it's like, in the original when what's-her-face gassed Peach, they were like freaking the everlasting shit out.
Right.
And here it's like, it just sort of looked like, oh,
Hey,
what's going on?
no, this is unfortunate.
Yeah.
I think it's because really exaggerated expressions look better with simple animation, with fairly detailed 3D models that can easily come across as horrifying.
Yeah, like in Sonic Adventure.
Oh no, that plane's gonna
Jesus
crash.
Christ.
Ah!
Ah! Oh no.
Jesus. I remember,
this is,
remember that when I started playing Sonic Adventure. I was like, holy shit, these models.
This is kind of on topic because it's coming to Switch. Sonic Forces, I watched some more gameplay footage today and it looked amazing.
I have yet to watch any for some reason.
Yeah, I only saw...
Go
ahead.
It looks pretty much like Generations, but
That's
it looks
fine.
like a good sequel to Generations.
And with create a character to canonicize your OCs.
I like how the
and,
main villain is also an OC.
Jesus.
What? It is.
And, this is back to Mario for 1 second, because I just remembered this. I saw a video called Mario Drowns in Mario Odyssey. It was just someone going into this little pool on one of the rooftops in Udon City, staying in there, showing Mario's drowning animation. It was on Go Nintendo, and I was like, what the hell was the point of posting this? But then it came through, and it turned out the ones who managed to drown Mario in that little pool were Polygon.
Oh wait, wrong game. Why do I always confuse the Duke Nukem theme with like the Doom theme? I don't even know why that happens.
He's like, I don't even know anymore.
Exactly. That's how I feel about it. So, Psych, you got anything else you want to talk about with the Nintendo conference?
I guess not. I don't even know where we're at. I just lost track of
We're
time.
just talking about the stuff that happened after the, like in the Nintendo Treehouse thing afterwards.
Oh, yeah, I did not... I mean, I know about Metroid. Apparently there were some other games too, but, no, I haven't seen the Treehouse that much. I saw gameplay of Odyssey. Apparently they're also showcasing, Pokken and ARMS.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
And Splatoon 2.
Metroid, Samus Returns, Yoshi, Icepick's favorite game, Mario Cross Rabbids.
Yeah, that too.
Dabbing Kong is real, you guys. I seen him on the stream today.
I kind of assumed he was. Everything else in the leak came true.
Davalicious.
He's real. Why is he real?
I'm not. That's all that's all that comes to mind. I guess you guys covered most of it, huh?
Yeah. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I was here the whole entire time. I'm just like, I really don't have much
Boners.
to add. Yeah, except boners.
Exactly. That's a great addition.
I think we can wrap it up.
Yep. So until next time, this has been Side B Podcast. See you around.
More on the Side Move channel.
Bye.
Dive into the burning mud of Sundance, smash through the water full of love trance. Celebrate this moment with love.